Hi, I'm Adam Parrish, and this is the last video in our series on filling out the ACBL convention card. This is the bottom left part of the card, which is leads, carding, defense. Okay, so first thing here is carding, which means what are your signals? Do you give standard attitude, standard count, upside down attitude, upside down count? And does that change versus suits and no trump? Right? So if you're just playing standard carding, you would click here. Do you have exceptions? Right? There are some people who like play upside down, but they say standard at trick 1. Or, maybe you give suit preference at trick 1. Or, whatever your agreements might be. Any other carding agreements? Do you do Smith Echo? That's a common one, right? A lot of people play Smith or reverse Smith. And then in the trump suit, right? I give suit preference in the trump suit. But some people might play like high-low says I want a rough, or whatever else you might play. So any sort of signals that you give. This is different from discards. That's going to be in the next thing. So this is carding. This means when you're following suit, what do your cards mean? What does high-low mean versus low-high? Over here, signals, they're asking what sort of signal are you giving, right? So when partner leads, what's your default signal? Usually it's attitude. When declarer leads a suit, usually the default is count, but some people play suit preference. Some people play suit preference over here. So, it's up to you what you do. Exceptions, right? You might play suit preference at trick 1. Or, we give count if partner leads the king. Or, whatever. Right? I play count on king lead at the 5 level or higher, right? So that would be the kind of exceptions that we're talking about. Your first discard, is it standard, upside down, Laventhal, odd even, anything else, right? Just standard. Are there any other signaling situations that aren't covered here that you signal somehow differently in a different situation? All right, now the bottom part is leads. So we differentiate versus suits and versus no trump. So suits, do you play 4th best? Do you play 3rd and 5th? Do you play 3rd and low? Do you lead small from a doubleton here? Do you lead attitude? Attitude means you lead low if you like it, high if you don't. Right? Boston, bottom of something, top of nothing. You can click on attitude and one of these other ones, right? So if I clicked on this, what it would mean is if I like the suit, if I have an honor, I lead 4th best. But if I don't like the suit, I would lead highest or second highest or something like that, right? And then I can choose which card here is standard. Like if it's bolded, that's the standard. And if it's not, right, I'll just click, this is what I play. And I play 4th best, so I'll click on that. Right, and from honors, I lead 4th best. Right? After the first trick, does anything change? Right? You might lead coded 9s and 10s on, in the middle of the hand. Or right, we might play attitude after trick 2, or from trick 2 on, or whatever your agreements are. Your honor leads, do you lead the ace or the king? You might explain why. Do you lead standard or Rusino, right? Do you lead the top of the interior sequence? Are there exceptions? This is all pretty familiar stuff. And then the same thing for leads against no trump. So I might say 4th, I might say attitude in 4th, or I might just say attitude. so that when I lead a low one, it doesn't say anything about how many I have in the suit, just how much I like it. And again, I can, select whatever I play, right? And again, all the honor leads, right there, right? I might say that like king is power lead, right? So if I play the king as the power lead, I would lead the king from king, queen, 10, 9, asking partner to unblock or give count. The leads and carding section is probably the most important part of the card. That and the top right part, where the overall system summary, any unexpected bids you might need to know about. So if you look at someone's card, the two places you want to focus on are the top right and the bottom left. What do they play generally? What are their leads and carding? And then the rest of it, you can look over and see what all of the stuff is. So if you are going to just focus on two sections to fill out, those are the two big ones. You need to fill out the whole card, but really make sure those two sections are filled out well. So that's how to fill out the ACBL convention card. I hope this has been helpful. You can always contact us at Swan Games if you have any questions.